They don't trust the next life. They trust that you live longer in this life. Buddhism definitely trusts we have next life. That's the first belief difference. Second, Buddhism trusts incarnation, purify your soul, and Taoism mainly trusts like for their most of their topic, their theme is focused on family harmony and politics. And the third is their monks, looks totally different. Buddhism temple, monks have all their hair cut, and Taoism temple, they may have their hair longer, and then how do you call it, like make a shape like
beehive.
The third one is Christian. Yeah. So we passed the People's Square. I should say you saw the British concession just near your hotel. Have you seen it? British concession, also on the TV tower. If you don't see it today, when we go back to the hotel, I'll point out again. Just like on the way back to the hotel, all the British style. Those are the houses on the right-hand side. It's you can directly call it slum today because no toilet inside. No toilet, no place to take shower. They are like the village person. They have to use public toilet, public place to take shower. All their wires, electricity, water, tap, everything is in the open air. They even share the same kitchen to cooking food. Buy the coal from the people those coal salesmen yelling on the street every day. Their condition got a little bit better because government give them purchase some like air conditioning things. So we don't, most of the building in China, we don't have central heat or central air conditioning. People buy their own. So that's why you see a lot of little boxes hang outside of the balcony, right? So those are the houses too. Government only renovate the exterior. Exterior looks not too bad, but when you go inside, it's even worse than shabby. Worse. All the wires, electricity, everything is in open air. People are very clever because they're a full family and there's one wire, so they will share the electricity in the living room. But how can you pay? So they buy the small wire and down by themselves and they use the wire lead to their own bedrooms. So they have a meter in the bedroom and count how many electricity we use. Then they pay by themselves. And for the water, they lead by their own pipe to lead from the central pipe and to their bedroom. So they can use the water and count by the meter too. So that is really horrible. And there's a documentary says government try to build their private washroom, but because of the old structure of those houses, it's dangerous to do construction inside. You can see those houses. It's actually interesting because this is a good location. It's not far from the Bund, but people still live here. So what is their mind? They think they should get a condo which is in nice shape because the location they live is good. And the government said we can relocate you, but maybe in the outskirts of the city, according to the price of the condo today. So how much is our condo? 1 square meter. We sell by square meter, okay? So how many square meters is how much is total price? 1 square meter with the location, actually we pass that area, roughly about 3,500 US dollars. That means we have to work 3 months to purchase 1 square meter. But in 3 months, I should eat nothing. No food, no transportation fee, no mobile phone fee, nothing, zero. Then I can save my 3 months income to afford a condo, 1 square meter. And I tell you another policy. You have private banks, right? In the United States, you have private banks. Do you? But in China, all our banks are government-owned. You see those houses? That's even worse. That's even worse.
Some are falling down.
But nearby the house is nice condo. You see?
Are they living in those houses?
Of course they live there.
Well, they're falling down.
So who would live in a condo? Someone who could afford to
Who
buy
lives
it?
in condos then?
Street vendors, recycling people, or people. Oh no, who lives in a condo? Oh, you mean those condo, nice condo? We call that white collar. Do you know white collar, the level?
Yeah.
If you are blue collar, you cannot afford. maybe like David mentioned yesterday, 3 generations in China prefer live together, right? That's truly happened. What is those 3 generations? People who born in 1925, 1930, people who born in 1950, people who born in 1970, before 1970. Okay, let's say anyway, it's before 1970. Those 3 generations prefer to live together, not like people like me. Or already some people ask me, how old are you? I say I'm 31 years old. I was born in 1980, 1 year after the birth control carry out. We are the same zodiac, David. He's 12 years older than me. So we are the team called the Beauty and the Beast. You know who is Beast, right? Oh, he said I'm his concubine. We're just a little bit sick, okay? Leave us. So actually, like I was born in 1980. We don't prefer 3 generations live together. We really think we should have our own private space. So if we don't have money, then we stay with our parents. That's not fair for them, actually. But if they will help us to pay for the down payment to buy a condo. So let's go back to our bank. Before 2008, when all the economy in any other country are so good, when you buy a condo in Shanghai, the down payment is 20%. After 2008, because banks are all government owned, they don't want their bank in trouble. That means people cannot afford to pay the mortgage back. You just take my house. They don't want that happen. Okay? 2008, after the down payment, 40%. When you buy a condo in Shanghai, the lowest, not only Shanghai, in most of the well-representative cities in China, well-economy cities in China, the lowest down payment is 40. You already have one condo, you decide to buy the second one, the lowest down payment, 50%. You can't buy this. When you buy the 6th one, you need to pay the total. None of the bank will give you any mortgage when you buy the 6th one. And so far is not a